Hey, we're back. We're on here, pal.
Oh,
now. You're last week you're firing at the table. That's like this. Last week he was brutal. Come on.
We're talking about Jamarcus Russell. It was the quarterback with the
Jamarcus Russell, I watched him yesterday, 7 for 24. Should have had 3 more touchdowns. Guys wide open. Overthrowing, underthrowing, to the left, to the right. Here's the thing I found out. If you throw 40 yards only, but they're accurate, you can play in this league. There's no room for guys that can't throw a 20-yard pass and hit a guy in the breadbasket when he's wide open.
We were asking a question during the break, who are the backup quarterbacks? Charlie Fry is one, and Bruce Bradkowski.
Ooh, that's right. Bruce Bradkowski.
They had Garcia.
He was one I could remember. They had Garcia. They had Andrew Walker.
Why? Because he wins a lot.
Well, they let Garcia go because they didn't want to have a situation where
he wants to start.
and Jamarcus Russell gets off to a poor start. So then the pressure through the organization is get Jeff Garcia out there. That's the reason why they're so committed to the guy. They gave him $500 billion in the draft a couple years ago. 7 out of 24. How they win that game, I have no idea.
Garcia played for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
Grew up in Gilroy, which is like right down the street, basically, from Oakland.
And
I don't understand that.
And wins.
Yeah. Every time you see him, he's winning.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And there's another guy. I mean, if he was still with San Francisco, well, first of all, they're 2-0. And Singletary, congratulations to Mike Singletary, had the toughest training camp, and maybe some other training camps will start to see that and say, you know what?
He went a little medieval and old school.
Yeah, and now they're 2-0.
2-0 in the division.
Right.
In a bad division, which helps.
Frank Gore, you know, in Vegas, I was looking at the overwhelming favorite, you can bet that proposition was Adrian Peterson. Frank Gore was 5-1 to lead the league in rushing. Now I know why. 16 carries, 207 yards.
Yeah. Oh, he was amazing.
This guy is, and he didn't even play a full career in college. Unbelievable.
Hey, now, you guys are watching all this. You had a chance to see the 49er offense.
Absolutely.
How did they look?
They look very orderly. They look very businesslike, and they're running the football.
They're coming off the rock.
Well, you know they're going to run the football. He's got them out toughing people. Patrick Willis is just laying the lumber on people.
He's all
He knocked the guy out yesterday. I mean, he's all that and more. And he gets down the field just like Brian Urlacher and some other middle linemen.
Hey, a couple of questions about the Bears too. Kellen Davis. And Kellen, hey, what happens when somebody gets nicked up? It's an opportunity for somebody else. Des Clark is out now. Kellen steps in.
I'm impressed with his hands.
The only thing that I want Kellen to do is when he catches the ball, he can make a fabulous run after the catch. I think yesterday he was just going into the fetal position, just trying to make sure he held on to the
He's
bill.
a big guy.
He's a big man at 6'7".
He is almost 6'7".
There he is, Dan, after the catch.
He's 260-some pounds. I mean, ever since he was drafted out of Michigan State last year, there's never been any doubt that he can catch the ball. You watch him in OTAs, you watch him in training camp. He's making a clap-worthy play every single day, but the reason he did not get on the field last year primarily is because there's been some effort questions with him with regard to blocking. Remember last year, the first half of the season, so he was a number 3 tight end in those short yardage and goal line situations.
He's throwing the ball where you got it.
But they did not like the way he blocked. They benched him in favor of Chris Williams. Chris Williams came back, if you remember, reported eligible as a number 3 tight end. So there's no question Kellen Davis can catch the ball. I had all the confidence in the world he could step in for Des Clark and catch the ball. He did it yesterday with 5 receptions, got his first career touchdown. Good for him. He needs to block if he wants to stick around.
And that's one of the reasons, I guess, why they kept Gaines around.
Right. That's the only reason he even got the phone call in the offseason.
How about Johnny Knox? How about this?
Yeah.
Maybe we said we need
Johnny Drama Knox.
Yeah, we need somebody to step up and get the job done because, you know what, Devin Hester, of course, is going to be watched like a hawk. And this kid here
has got some good hands, Mike.
He's got very good hands.
Yeah, from Abilene Christian, not too many people. Good job of scouting by the Bears. Good pick by Jerry Angelo, 5th rounder here, right?
And wasn't he the 5th rounder that came to the Bears because of the trade of Kyle Orton?
That was it was a part of that. Yes, the Bears, as a part of the Kyle Orton trade, they sent a 3rd rounder and flip-flopped it for a 5th, and it ended up being Johnny Knox. So I know we spent a lot of time in training camp and preseason talking about Devin Aroma should do. How he came out of nowhere. Well, this guy, pulled the quad at the wrong time. He had a minor quad injury before week 1. He would have been the number 3 receiver on this team, but now it's going to be Johnny Knox. He's going to work out of that slot. This is a guy, granted, Division II level, 20.1 yards per catch he averaged for his career as a college player. This is a perfect candidate out of the slot because if you can ever get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety and you can get him the ball in space, he can make those explosive plays. That's why he's out there and not Rasheed Davis because of that explosive element. And who knows? Who knew the guy had such great hands?
And on special teams, too. That 50-yard kickoff return that was called back because of a holding penalty. that showed you a little something about what he can do on special
And I
teams.
think Bean Tillman being back and looking healthy.
Yes.
I think that's the best news the Bears can have. And Tommy Harris played a heck of a game on the defensive line. We got to be careful. When we fire on these guys when they don't perform, we got to remember when they do. Tommy Harris looked like Tommy Harris a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people are looking
at
at that and go, well, wait a minute, Tommy Harris only had one tackle.
Oh, yeah, but
Doesn't
no.
That's not the net effect
It's the
of what he's
activity.
doing.
It's the activity
That's
that's
exactly
causing havoc.
That's
Right.
right.
And he made a nice play along the line yesterday.
He did.
That might be the one tackle.
He did.
And at least he's on the field.
Right. He's on the field, and the good thing is that the Bears are not trying to make him play 40 or 45 snaps. He's a rotation guy, just like Israel Adonijay, just like Marcus Harrison. You can't expect him to be out for 3 downs every single series, but the guy is doing a good job. He's knifing into the backfield. He's making plays when they're available, and all of a sudden, the ends have a lot less to worry about. The linebackers are getting freed up. This is what you need out of Tommy Harris.
One thing that I'm going to look at from yesterday's game, though, and keep in mind, is that you want the defensive ends or the linebackers away from the call side to make sure that they contain. Because that's how they got burned yesterday on those places. It's easy sometimes, you're watching the action go the other way. You try to slam the door, but you come a little shallow along the line, and all of a sudden, here comes that guy back, and it happened on a big run.
Right.
Yeah, they seemed like they had a Goulier pegged yesterday, but he had one good game, but they put a professional tackle on him this week.
Yeah, they did. It was a little different.
They did.
It's unfortunate.
Yes, it was.
They would have like 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's not going to break the record quite yet.
Here is a gift certificate.
Oh, yeah.
My friend.
Going back to Kenny's place.
That's right.
Thank you very
Kenny
much.
will be
I
there,
appreciate
unfortunately,
it.
in early October if you want to look for him.
Oh, he won't be busy. We
He
know
had
that.
different plans.
We know
believe
that.
me.
I'm telling
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thanks a lot, John. We'll see you next week.
You got it. We'll see you then.
All right, it's time for a break here on the Monsters in the Morning. And we've got a whole lot more coming for you. As a matter of fact, from the NFL, we'll return for hour number 2.